Hey everybody, it's year 5 of the Majet Monster Mash. We're super thankful that you are spending at least one day with us. This is your players meeting for all 3 days. So I'm going to go briefly over everything. We'll talk about the course, we'll talk about the order of events, and then we'll get you guys on your way so you guys can get out to Majet and have a great time. Before we do all that, I do want to thank our sponsors. We cannot do these events without our sponsors. Cooler Air Conditioning came in as the title sponsor. Super thankful for them. We've got Crean's Contracting, Clubs Real Estate Group, Beach Cooling. Bay County has been incredible installing the sleeves so we can move baskets and have this cool layout and really worked with us. Westside Discs came in huge with the player spec and Ace Hardware. Also, shout outs abound. We've got a ton of people who have invested time and money into this. Stuart Duncan over there at Lake Yard, he sent some money over to help with this event and the cause that we're raising money for. We had 15 people at the workday who invested 4, 5, 6 hours into the course. And there have been just a ton of people out there painting lines, installing flags, and really making sure that you guys have the best possible experience. So if you see somebody from the Bay County Disc Golf group, reach out to them and just say thank you for all that you do because we have the best group. I really believe that. We have a ton of people who are just investing so much into this community that we've built. And I'm super stoked about it and super thankful for all that they do. Never expected this when we started this, 6 years ago. Also, we are running this as a charity event. We are raising money for the Gulf Coast Children's Advocacy Center. And if you don't know what they do, we've raised money for them in the past at our tinsel tosses, but they are a center for children or families who have been victims of abuse or violence. And what they do is they help them through the legal system, they help them through the challenges, they help them through any sort of like needs that they have, whether it be mental health or physical health or placement. So they're an incredibly important charity. They work across multiple counties in our area. We've been working with them for a few years and really excited to raise money for them. If you want to help with that, you've already helped some by showing up to the event, but a lot of what you spend on the event goes back into the event so we can run this. So you can donate the day of, you can donate directly to them, you can bring us a check to them and we'll carry it to them. We're glad to help you however you want. We also have a bucket set up where if you have a jar or something of coins like we all do, that you just have yet to roll and you're never going to roll, you can bring all those coins and put them in there, and we're going to tally up all those coins and we're going to donate all of that as well. The raffle, we are using the raffle as well to raise money. So just a ton of ways for you to be a part of this and be a part of something bigger and help us raise money for this incredible charity that's doing really important work. They will also have people out there the day of, so you can talk to them, ask about what they're doing, and we are really thankful that they are coming out and being a part of this and that we can raise money for them. So really excited about this event, really excited to have the charity, really excited that all of you are coming. We've got 100 people on Saturday, 30 signed up for Friday right now as we speak, and then 3 signed up for Sunday, but I think that number will go up. Exciting thing about the course, let's talk about that real fast. The course is different. If you've played Majet before, you've never seen what you're about to see. It will feel familiar but look completely different. There are island holes, there are new par 4s, there's not a par 5. Baskets are moved on hills by water. Completely different layout than what you've seen. I'm going to go through those holes at the end. But first, I do want to talk about the order of events and a few important things. Friday, flex start. You sign up for a tee time anywhere between 9 and 2:30. Once you're signed up for your tee time, you check in. We send you off. You go play your round. And then you go home to think about how you can shoot better on Saturday. On Saturday, we have the full day. We're going to be starting at 8:40. Registration will run from 7:30 to 8:25. Have to check in. Come get your stuff. Come get your players pack. We will be in the building on Saturday. So we'll be outside on Friday and Sunday, but we're in the building on Saturday. So come on out, come into the building, and then grab your stuff and go out to your tee assignment. The tee assignments will be in the P2J app, but remember, the hole numbers are different starting with hole 9. So if you're used to like, oh, that's 13, it's not anymore. Please double check. The map is in UDisc, and we've got a caddy book that kind of goes over what everything is. We will take an hour break for lunch, and we will have a food truck on site. So Truck and Delicious will be there. They're coming out. So if you want to grab some food from them, swing by the food truck. But we will post the time. We'll announce the time to everyone, and then we'll get you guys back out there. We'll have the second round, and then after we will have raffle awards, and we'll try to get you guys out there before dark so you can all hit the road home and get home at a reasonable hour. And then on Sunday, we will be starting at 1:15. Player pack distribution will be at the end of the round, And then we're also going to do cleanup there. So if you can stick around for cleanup, we're going to double your players pack. We're going to give you twice as much credit for inventory that we have. And we would love for people to come help out. And then we will be carrying stuff back to storage, dumping it in storage, and all going home to rest after a long weekend. So hope you can all help out. I will say one thing. This course is going to take a bit longer. There's a lot more OBs. There are Mandos. It's daunting. And so one, everyone please bring a good attitude. Realize that this course is going to be hard. There are going to be OBs. There are going to be penalties. The goal is for you to have fun. The goal is for you to play something different. The goal is for you to experience something that's closer to USDGC than what you're used to playing disc golf. And I hope we've nailed that. I hope you have a blast. You might be frustrated. You might be angry. You might be cursing me the entire time. If you have fun, don't care. You can do all that. But don't ruin other people's experience. If you are ruining other people's experience, I hope they call you on a courtesy violation. You will take penalty strokes. And if you are too big of a problem, we will ask you to leave. So please just bring a good attitude. I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Have a great day. Second thing, pace of play is super important. This course has a lot of OBs, a lot of penalties. Move to your disc. When everyone's ready for you to throw, throw. If people are taking too long, backups will occur. If backups occur, this thing could grind to a halt. So I need everyone to hold each other on your cart accountable. I need you to make sure that people are going. You have 30 seconds from when you address your lie. If somebody does it once or twice, just to let them know, hey, you're taking a little long. But if somebody's consistently do it, you need to call time. It is your responsibility as the card. If you are on a card that is going slow, and I come over there and see that you're not calling people on time, the entire card could be penalized. Once again, don't want to do that. Just play fast, play reasonable, and go through there. If you lose a disc, there are a few spots where it's really grown up. You could lose a disc in it. You have 3 minutes to look for it. At the end of 3 minutes, if the disc is lost, you go back to the previous and throw again with a penalty. If you lose a disc in the water and it is OB, you don't have 3 minutes to look for it. Let us know. We're going to have a list where you can tell where people lost things, and we're going to go out and try to find those and pull those back in for you. But if you lose it in the water and it's 15 feet off and you're trying with a tree branch, you can do that while other people are throwing if they don't mind. But once it's your turn to throw or they are done and everyone's done with the hole, you guys just need to move on. I know it's hard. Nobody likes to lose their favorite Frisbee, but really need to keep this thing moving so that we're not running out of daylight. Players packs for the events on Friday and Sunday, we're doing credit. So you will get credit toward the inventory that we have. And then on Saturday, we have this really cool Frankenweb mini. Tyler Searle hooked us up with these. We've got a bunch of really cool Pennywise discs for this event. This is a Berg, so we got some Casta in there. We got some Discmania, really stoked. And then most of you will be getting one of these really cool jerseys. Really stoked about this. This is Violet Holst. And some of you will be getting 2 jerseys. We had a slight issue with about half of them with a dropout on the back for a sponsor. We worked with our supplier. They're incredible. They overnighted us new jerseys. So anyone who has a defective jersey, and it's defective because there's a dropout in print, you're going to get your defective jersey because it's custom and it's the right thing to do. So we're going to give you the defective jersey, but we also have a second jersey for you, and that will be given to you at the time when you do. If you don't get a jersey, we will be mailing you a jersey in the coming weeks or months. We're going to send that order off on Monday. We're going to let our supplier know, hey, these are the jerseys we need. They'll print them. They'll mail them to us. When they come into us, we'll unpackage them, repackage into smaller envelopes, and then we'll mail it to you. And I hope you love them as much as I do because I think they're incredible. And it's a really cool sort of like black jersey. We've done a lot of colored jerseys, so really stoked to have like a really cool Halloween jersey coming out. That is pretty much the order of events. The raffle is going to be incredible. We have the Ghost Hole basket, a Marksman basket, a power drill, gift cards to history class, gift cards to Bayside Brewery. We got a backpack, just a ton of stuff that we're going to be raffling off. So really hope you guys get in the raffle. The only way you can win in the raffle is if you buy raffle tickets, and we'd love for you to buy a ton so we can help out our local charities. The course. So I'm going to go through the course just quickly. There's another video out where I go just through the course. So if you don't want to listen through this one, you can go to that one. But the most important thing before you leave is the PDGA live scoring app is the top of the pyramid when it comes to rules. So we have a caddy book, we have an email, we have this meeting, we have another video, we have PDGA scoring, and we have signs on the course. There are 6 places where you can hear the rules of the course. The PDJ scoring app, if it conflicts with all of the other 5 and they're all the same, the PDJ scoring app is the one. PDJ scoring app is the rule set we are playing by. The others are just guides to help you. A couple small changes that we've made. The sign should be mostly accurate. The changes are there's a additional drop zone on hole 21 and there's a Mando on the ghost hole, which is hole 20. So definitely just like keep track of that. Check the scoring app for any rules if you're not sure. I would encourage you to check those. Also, speaking of scoring, when you do scoring, finish your hole, go to the next tee pad, capture scores there. That way, the group behind you can play. Talking about the course, some holes are going to look the same, some are going to look completely different, and the numbering changes once we get to hole 9. So I'm going to just walk through them real fast and explain them. Once again, this is in the email, this is in the scoring app, this is in UDisc. A lot of places to figure out how this flows. But hole 1's your normal hole with a tighter OB. That's the only change. Hole 2, island hole. If you don't make the island, doesn't matter if you cross or not, you have to go to the drop zone. So you have to land in the island or you have to go to the drop zone. Those are your options. After the drop zone, you play normal OB rules. Hole 3, the basket's moved back. Everyone's playing the blue tee pad and it's hanging. It's on a chain. It looks awesome. It is on a chain, but that basket is off the chain, if you catch my drift. Everyone groans. It's fine. Moving on to hole 4. Red tee pad is playing to the blue basket, and there's an OB river between them where the white basket normally is. Hole 5, everyone's playing to blue, which is the elevated basket. If you want to, you can play around the outside. You can play over the top. The OB's pretty generous, deep right, but if you start going deep left, it's a little bit tighter. Hole 6 is playing to 4's normal tee pad, so it's a bit longer. It's still a par 3, but that hole is going to play just a tick longer. Also, be careful that that hole and 4's red tee pad sort of overlap. So you want to make sure that when you throw a shot, if it's a little off in air and heading that way, you let people know. And if you're on 4 red, please keep a heads up if you're not the person throwing. Hole 7 is playing from the red tee pad to the backside of the hill. You'll be able to see the band over the top. Hole 8 is playing to the culvert to the right of the white basket. Hole 9 is playing from the drop zone on 8 to 8 blue basket. So that's a bit different. Hole 10 is hole 9 again, but it has a triple Mando. So by the parking lot, triple Mando. Hole 11 is playing from the big hill, go around the corner, and then down by the water. So it hooks up. It's a little over 600 feet, hooks up and goes there. Hole 12 is going to play to 10 blue basket over the water. There's a temp tee pad. Hole 12 and 21 do have red tee pads. So if you're playing FA 1, 2, 3, or 4, you're playing MA4, MA50, MA60. Red tee pads on 12 and 21. So that's 12. 13 is playing normal 11 to the second hill. There's a new basket there. 14 is a island with a optional drop zone. So you don't have to go to the drop zone if you cross over the island, but if you want to go to the drop zone because you were OB, you can go to the drop zone. So that's 14. 15, playing to the big hill, another OB river. So this is a spot where you're throwing off the blue tee pad, OB river. So just keep that in mind when you're throwing. Moving on from there, 16 is the Northwest Florida Disc Golf Championship layout where you're throwing the tunnel shot under the trees. 17 is to the left of that, playing to the backside of the hill. 18, which is going to be your favorite or least favorite hole, not sure yet, but you're playing through the double Mandos, OB on both sides, to 17's normal tee pad hill. So it's a par 4 now. That one's going to be awesome. 19 is playing from the backside into 17's green. 20 is the ghost hole. If you played last year, you'll see that one. You'll know that one, but that one's a pretty easy, just hop over. 21, once again, a red tee pad. This is playing from the blue tee pad to the red tee pad of 18. So it's a throw over the water, tight green. There is an optional drop zone there as well. And then 22 is playing from by the porta potties to blue 18. So that's the course in the speed round. Once again, if you have any questions, you aren't sure, the PDJ app has everything. UDisc has a map. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a fun weekend. The weather looks great. Bring lots of fluids. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. That is the most important thing you can do. Make sure you get food at lunch if you're playing on Saturday. Bring a good attitude. Have fun. Be safe. And I think you'll have a great weekend. Also, once again, if you can and you are willing, please buy raffle tickets, donate, bring change, whatever you can do. We would love to support the CAC as much as we can, and they'll be out there. So talk to them, find out what they do. And like I said, if you want to write a check directly to them and hand it to me to give to them when we give our big donation, totally glad to do that. You can donate however you see fit. But I'm really stoked about this. It's going to be a fun weekend. It's going to be an absolute blast. So I will see you guys on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And once again, Sunday cleanup. Really hope some of you guys can come help out. And thank you. Thank you all for coming out. And I will see you this weekend. Peace.